Alright, we have a 2013 Audi 4 2.0 liter turbo, and we're gonna show you how to change oil. Alright, this is our engine. We have an oil filter located right over here in front of the engine. If you have a transverse engine, like an Audi A3 or a Golf GTI, your oil filter is gonna be located over here, assuming that the engine is going this way. You have to pop the cover off. Be careful, don't break it. Set it aside. Unbolt the filter. The filter has a check valve in it, so you don't have to worry about a lot of oil leaking out. There will be, although, several drops of oil coming out of the filter, but not crazy. This little adapter in the filter. Make sure your new filter comes with the adapter. Now we're gonna open the oil cap, install a new filter. Don't over tighten the filter. Now bring the car up and drain the oil. Now we're gonna need to remove the belly pan. It's an engine cover. There's clips, the quarter turn. There's a bunch of them. So make sure you remove all of them. Missing one. The cover is not bolted with any bolts, only the clips. So whatever screws and bolts you see, you do not need to take them out. Now slide the cover out. Don't lose any of those clips, they're very expensive, probably like $5 a piece. I have a T45 drain plug over here. Break it loose. Be careful, the car is hot, don't burn yourself. It's best to replace this little sealing washer on the drain plug every time you change your oil. It's not 100% necessary, but it might prevent it from leaking out. So replace the sealing ring. Alright, we got our new washer on the drain plug. The drain plug has a little cone at the base of it. That cone centers out the actual sealing washer on the drain plug. Make sure your sealing washer is the right size and it's sitting flush with the drain plug. Do not over tighten this drain plug, or you will need to replace the oil pan. That's it. Put the cover back on and fill it with oil. Okay, so slide the cover back in. Make sure it goes under the bumper and aligns with the holes for the clips. Put just one clip on there so it stays up. Tighten the clip. The clips they only need half a turn to tighten up. Make sure you have all the clips in place because you will lose this cover. And it's a couple $100 to get a new one. Now we're gonna put oil in there. It takes around 4.5 quarts of oil. We use Fuchs Titan 5W40 synthetic oil. Make sure you don't drop anything into the engine. These cars don't come with a dipstick. They have this little plug for a dipstick tube. Make sure you do have a plug. It has a little O-ring on it. Prevents it from leaking vacuum into the engine. So don't break it when taking it out. These things could break and then you're gonna lose it. There is a special tool, a dipstick tool for this car. Otherwise, if you don't have one, you're gonna need to put exactly the amount of oil which it needs. It takes exactly 4.6 quarts of oil, and you could check it in your MMI system. I'll show you in a second how to do that. We do have a dipstick. It's a special tool to measure the oil level. It saves a lot of time when doing oil changes in these things, because it takes a bit of time to actually check it with MMI. So we're almost there. Just gonna add a little bit more. Yep, right at the top. Okay, now reinstall the engine cover. Clean the engine bay, and you're pretty much all set. Now you're gonna need to start the car and check on my system what's the low oil level. So you have to start the car, let it run about a minute or so. It's got to be a normal operating temperature. Then you shut it off. Just turn on ignition, press the key, don't press the brake pedal. Gotta click on car. You have this menu popping up. Go down to oil level and stay in this menu for a little bit of time, probably maybe a minute or so. And it's gonna show you the oil level. Yep. You got the oil level. That's it. You're all set. Now you're gonna need the vacuum to reset the maintenance required lamp. Now we have our vacuum software open. Gotta go to SRI reset. It's gonna scan all the channels where the service reminder is set. Now click on the service reset USA only from a drop down menu and click on perform SRI. You'll go through all the channels again and reset your service light. You could do the same thing manually by going into instrument cluster and resetting every channel yourself, but it's much faster that way.